and happy fall break, Saudi Daisy. Today's show includes information about Tennessee River Rescue, the vote on Brett Kavanaugh, and school sports. Let's get started with the pledge and a moment of silence. On Wednesday, October 10th, JROTC is coordinating a cleanup day for areas affected by last week's flooding. It will mainly consist of picking up debris and assisting with anything else that needs to be done. Sign-up sheets will be in the Commons during lunch if you're interested. The event is not limited to only JROTC members. Instead, all students who are interested can join. On the day of, volunteers will meet at 9:30 a.m. at the ball fields across from Saudi Lake. Participation in this event will count for volunteer hours. The Tennessee River Rescue, a cleanup of the Tennessee River, will be happening all over Hamilton, Marion, and Bradley counties, including here in Saudi Daisy on Saturday, October 6th. Students can volunteer for 2 shifts, running from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Volunteer hours earned at River Rescue will, like at the JROTC event, count towards hours for the Hope Scholarship. If you're interested, see Mr. Wehunt or Miss LaFew to sign up. The clock is ticking down on what has been an incredibly contentious Supreme Court confirmation process. And though there are some still undecided senators, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says he's moving forward towards a planned procedural vote at 10:30 this morning that will force them to decide. Omar Jimenez is on Capitol Hill with the very latest.
It is going to come down to math. In total, 51 Republicans, 49 Democrats. If every single Democrat votes no against Kavanaugh, Republicans are going to virtually need every single GOP vote to get Brett Kavanaugh across the finish line.
The FBI report did not corroborate any of the allegations.
It's the beginning of the end for the nomination and potential confirmation of Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. He's been accused of sexual misconduct by multiple women, including Christine Blasey Ford, who alleges he pinned her down to a bed at a high school party in the early 80s and tried to forcibly remove her clothes. Kavanaugh denies those claims, and now Republicans say the latest FBI investigation did not corroborate any of the allegations.
I think I've carried out what I promised immediately, that we were going to have a fair and thorough process.
But Democrats arguing the investigation should have covered more, including interviews with both Ford and Kavanaugh.
The most notable part of this report is what's not in it.
Why shouldn't all of America see the facts?
The investigation began last week on the tail end of a chaotic few days in Washington.
I am here today not because I want to be. I am terrified.
My family and my name have been totally and permanently destroyed.
The next day, Arizona Senator Jeff Flake voted to confirm Kavanaugh on the Senate Judiciary Committee, but set conditions: an FBI investigation, limited in scope, and lasting only up to a week before moving toward any final vote.
Now, Vice President Mike Pence will be in D.C. this weekend. Why is that important? Because it makes him available at a moment's notice to drive on down here to Capitol Hill and cast a tie-breaking vote if necessary. Reporting from Capitol Hill, I'm Omar Jimenez.
Good morning, Saudi Daisy. Here's a look at your weather. Today's high is 87 degrees with a low of 71. It's going to be mostly sunny today. Looking ahead into your weekend, we're going to be seeing highs in the mid-80s and lows in the upper 60s. It's going to be mostly sunny this weekend, along with the rest of the week. There's a chance of rain on Monday. That's it for weather.
Our football men of Troy fought hard last night, but the Bears of Bradley Central were just too much to overcome. The Trojans' offense came out of the gate strong and maintained the intensity throughout the game, but Bradley's second half attack was just too much to bear. Your final score is Bradley 38, Study Daisy 28. Our Trojans are prepping to host Ray County this coming week. Make sure to come out and support. Girls who are interested in trying out for basketball, make sure to see Coach Linus in room 210 today. Yes, today, don't miss it. The Nashville Predators kicked off their season last night with a stunning victory against the New York Rangers. The game remained scoreless throughout the first period until Nashville's Philip Forsberg broke the drought with the first goal of the night. After the Rangers tied up the game, the Preds' PK Subban fired a one-timer for the goal at face-off, and Colt Sissons put the game away with an empty netter late in the third period. The final score was Nashville 3, New York 2.
That's all for today, Study Daisy. Tune in after fall break for more important announcements. Until then, have a good day and good news.